Welcome to another video of the iPad Only book. This is the co-authors of the book, Augusto Pinaud.
I'm Sliwinski, and this time we'll talk about email and how the email changes on the iPad, and then you can really get productive and get inbox zero on the iPad. So first of all, the email application, the email application as such is very cool because when you take the iPad horizontally, and then you have the email list on the side, and then you have the email contents on the other side. And if you go like that, you just see the email. So you can focus on this one email message. So I would say this, part is good for processing, so you can quickly process the email, and this one is good for reading the email and responding to email. So it's actually how I work very often. That if I have some really big emails and I leave them for later, I deal with them like that. So this is what the iPad changed, but there is more to it.
Well, in my case, the iPad changed everything about email. I have, because the iPad is with me 99% of the time, I don't have even activated or configured the email on the Mac, because I never go there, or even the iPhone these days. I shut down all email access in the iPhone because I discover that what I really like to do is process on the iPad. It is fun, it is interactive, it is quick. And in the iPhone, what I do was read and leave them unprocessed. That is not productive. So what I did was shut it down, and I have no email on the iPhone. And because the iPad is with me all the time, I have come to enjoy the processing on the email and go there and interact with the email and send it and archive it and delete them and all that, working directly there. And it has, as you said, allow me to see all the emails when I'm horizontal, or go vertical when I need to really focus and concentrate and really work with one of them specifically.
Yeah, and on the iPad, when you process the emails, because most of the time when we do that, we don't have the keyboard attached to it, we tend to type less. And as we discussed later, before, the thing is that when you type less, it doesn't matter. People are not offended anymore. People would be offended if you wouldn't reply at all. But they are not offended because they know that you replied, and even if a short response is good enough. So, and then another thing is that, for example, I use Gmail. And when I use Gmail, I have the Gmail app. And I use it only for one thing. I use it for searching. So because searching is a lot faster on the Gmail app than on the mail application. So I use the mail application for most of my email needs. But when I want to search for a particular email message from months in the past, I go to Gmail application, go search, and then when I find it, I respond there. This is how I use these two applications.
Yeah, I use also the Gmail application for search. That is not often that I need to search something, but I do. And I do it for something else. Then when the load of the email gets higher, because I may get busy and don't open the email application for maybe a couple of days, and that then create a really high volume. And a lot of weekends, I don't even open my email application. So what happened is when I come Monday morning, I have tons of them. And the mail.app, and as far as my knowledge, no email application that is compatible with the iPad do this. They don't allow you to sort from the oldest in the top to the newest on the bottom. But the mail application, the Gmail application, allows you to do that. So when I have tons of emails, I go there because I can sort them in the way I like them and process them much faster. But it's tend to be an exception. Other than that, I'm really working on mail app, and 4 years or 3 years down the road continue being plenty for me. And as I said, I have come to disconnect or turn off email in every other device I have, because the iPad allows me to be so effective dealing with email that going to the to other devices makes me really less productive and less efficient. So I only process email these days on the iPad.
And there are more email kind of apps coming to the iPad and the iPhone. Like, for example, there is Mailbox application, which people really like, and there is the Triage or something application that also helps you deal with email very quickly. And actually, we are going to launch an application called Email Line that will work with Nozbe, which will be actually my interpretation of Inbox Zero. So watch out for this space, because I think in the future we'll see more, email apps that will help you deal with email. And because the iPad is app centric, there will be lots of apps that will help you, solve the problem.
Yep. And with this, thank you. This is another video of the iPad only book, and I'm sure we will be dealing with email the rest of the day. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.